right, so Bob, this is the last in this series. We're gonna do a little stretch video for you. Just gonna set this up right. Now these are just some of my go-tos. They kind of just cover everything. And once you kind of, like with the foam rolling, once you get this dialed in, you're gonna be, you'll cruise through it quickly. Think about this, as far as holding the stretches, 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. That's where you're focused on, 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. We'll start off with a pec stretch. You can use the Smith machine, or you can use any doorway. We're going to take pinky side of the palms, place them on the doorway of the Smith machine. Think about the elbows dropping just a little below the shoulders, wrists just a little above the shoulders. We're going to step through the door frame, tuck the pelvis, shoulders go back and down. You're just going to lean into it. The key when it comes to stretches is you never want to move. You want to never move through a painful range of motion. Right? So move into a range of motion, maybe that's a little uncomfortable, but not at all painful, and focus on your breath. 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. Exhale in fully. Allow for a nice full ventilation to fill your body. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full ventilation to fill the body. Again, 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. Then let's do your lats. It's one of my favorite lat stretches. What we're going to do, Bob, is I'm going to take my left hand, thumb's going to go down. I'm going to grab on the inside of the rack or the door frame. Thumb's pointing down. I'm going to step that same hand on. I'm going to step that same foot back. And I want you to imagine almost like a heavy wind was blowing you back. You're just trying to hang on here. So we're stretching into it. Then I'm going to take my right forearm, opposite hand, I'm going to place it on my bent thigh, my bent knee. And as I pull back, I'm going to push that right foot, kind of pull back like I'm being blown back and hold on. Then I'm going to turn and rotate. Look underneath that shoulder. Look underneath that armpit. And just breathe. Same thing here. We're trying to open up this whole flank. Exhale fully. Allow for a nice full inhale. Exhale fully. Allow for that nice full inhale. Obviously, you do both sides. Then, Bob, let's do your calf stretch. Now, the best way to do this calf stretch, and we've probably done this here, is I have a little foam roller that I use. I place it right there, kind of wedge it against the door frame or a wall, place my foot on there, and then pull in. Again, this is nothing new. It's all stuff you know. Again, just breathe into that calf stretch, right? From here, we'll do your quad. Now, the big thing about your quad stretch, what's going to want to happen, Bob, is that knee's going to want to pull out as soon as you go into this. Make sure that knee drops down so your thighs are parallel. And the big thing here is put a tuck in the pelvis as you pull that knee back. Right? Again, tuck the pelvis, pull the knee back, and then breathe into the front of the hip, front of the thigh. You got two things going on, right? You're trying to isolate or trying to limit flexion at the hip, and also create flexion at the knee. Right, so again, 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. Just to review, the knee stays in, so thighs are parallel, tail tucks as the hip goes back. Then we're going to do one of my favorite hamstring stretches. I think we went over this, we may not have. We're going to do the same thing going in the door frame. You're going to get your hips right up against that door frame, as close as you can. Then we're going to straighten that leg out. Right? This knee can stay bent. If you feel pretty good, you can work towards straightening this leg. You want to make this passive. Relax, focus on that breath. Again, smooth, slow, nice, full inhales in through the nose. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Right, so again, if this is too much, you can bend the knee. You can also scoot back a little bit. From there, Bob, what we're going to do is you're going to take that top leg, ankle, we're going to go after your glute a little bit. Let me change so you can see. Right? Ankle over knee. We're going to pull that ankle down just a little. We're going to cradle this knee and pull it in. Oh, we did this in your warm-up. And then from here, right, we're going to pull, we're going to lift this leg. So again, the ankle goes down and in, the knee goes in, lift the leg, and then just the same thing. Make this fairly passive. Breathe into the hips. 3 to 5 nice deep breaths. From here, we'll roll you over, We'll come into a little Sphinx pose in yoga, where you're just posting back, elbows right underneath the shoulders. And just breathe. If this bothers your low back, come down, make an O, place your forehead on that O, and just breathe. If you feel good, the last thing we'll have you do, sit back, take your hands out. This may be too much, and if it is, then I would, depending upon if it's too much on your knee, then I would probably just avoid this right now. If it's too much on your shoulders, right, what we can do is we can just kind of walk them down and in. You can take make fists, you can make an O, place your forehead in that O. And just make this nice and restorative. Hey man, I hope this is helpful. Again, please feel free to reach out with any questions regarding any of this. As always, we can always set up a Zoom call or a FaceTime call to go over any of this. But again, please let me